Charleston, and welcome to this week's edition of Navigate Your Wealth, brought to you by the lovely team of Compass Financial. I'm your host, Kristin Oakley, and joining me in the studio, we have Karen Stawicki, who is the CEO, and her daughter, Samantha Irish, who is the president. Now, here's the question we have for all of you at home today. Are you following the masses, or do you want to know that you are utilizing strategies that can help you keep more of your hard-earned wealth? Karen and Sam, it's always a joy to be with you. How are you this week?
Great. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for being here. We love doing this show with you.
Thank you. I love doing it with you as well. And I know you've been so busy. So many folks have been calling into the television show, getting connected with you and the team of Compass Financial. What's it been like?
It's truly a blessing. You know, we call ourselves financial advisors, but I've always felt more like a financial educator. And having the opportunity to do the TV, share the story, share the information, and I love the fact that some of the compliments and comments that we've gotten from our viewers is the way that we talk about the different stories and scenarios and strategies is in a way that they've never heard before. So that's part of the education process. I paint a lot of pictures, I tell a lot of stories.
Yes.
Financials are very intangible, so this is a way to help them really grasp what is possible.
Absolutely, and you do such a beautiful job, both of you. And I love, too, the mother-daughter dynamic. There's so much synergy there. I know you often complete each other's sentences, and you have so much fun doing it, too.
We do. Well, and I think that, you know, the family aspect in Compass Financial is also then transferred to our clients.
Absolutely.
You know, we are asking you to trust us. We want to help you build that trust and that confidence in us, because ultimately you're inviting us into your living room right now, but ultimately you're inviting us into your family.
And into your life.
Into your life. And at Compass Financial, you know, we say that we're with you through the long haul. And so, you know, this relationship is not designed to be short-lived. We want to make sure that we are investing that time and energy into our clients so that, you know, we're choosing the right clients and financial advisor relationship to last.
Yeah, exactly. That is the right fit on both sides, for sure. Well, I'm excited for you to put together another fabulous show, as you always do. The title of today's show is The 1% Approach, Unconventional Wisdom. Now, here's the deal. It is very easy to follow the masses when it comes to making decisions about your financial future. The reality is there's lots of rules of thumb out there. There's a lots of old school way of thinking. There's a lot, because there is such a lack of financial education. It's very easy to follow the masses. But what Karen and Sam are going to do for us today, and I am so excited to dig into this with you, there is the Compass Financial Way, as you call it, that has a lot of unconventional wisdom with a lot of strategies that a lot of folks aren't aware of. But at the end of the day, what it's about is helping you keep more of your hard-earned money. So that's what we're going to dive into today. This is going to be a great conversation.
Fantastic. And we're going to start with something that I say at the end when I do seminars or webinars. I say at the end of every one of those, if what you thought to be true turned out not to be, when would you want to know it? Think about that question. You don't want to find out 30 years from now that you could have done something today that could have significantly impacted the outcome of a successful retirement. And so that's why it's so important that we have these shows and that we have the opportunity to educate our clients. And as you said, a lot of people follow the masses. I had a mentor years ago that used to say 99% of the people are going to follow the Pied Piper over the cliff. We want you to be the 1%. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about things that are outside of conventional wisdom, outside of the norm, but they really work.
And you have years of experience to back this up.
44 years doing this, yes.
And years of stories, of success stories. So I'm excited to go through these. So first up, let's talk about one of the big ones. I know we did an entire show where this came out recently, and you got such a great response off of it. It's using cash value life insurance instead of a Roth IRA. Let's talk about that.
So Roth IRAs really have gotten, you know, their day in the sun as of the last 5 years. So many people are familiar with them. Companies are offering them as an option. We know that the Roth IRA is an incredible benefit for many Americans.
Because?
Because of the tax benefits that come with it.
Right.
When we are looking at tax-efficient retirement plans, which is our #1 goal with our clients, when we're looking at those tax-efficient plans, we have to ask the question, how do we get the best tax-efficient plan? And that's where we introduce cash value life insurance when we can. So I want to do a comparison for cash value life insurance versus a Roth IRA.
All right, let's do it.
Because this is where the cash value life insurance really shines.
Okay.
Okay. The dollars going in, they both are going in with after-tax dollars.
No tax benefit like the IRA.
Right.
After-tax money.
Yes.
The money is in the account and it is growing. 100% tax-free, both accounts.
Right.
We're going to take the money out of the accounts now, and you can access both of those dollars 100% tax-free. This is where the similarities end. A cash value life insurance policy has so many other benefits, so let's go through those. First of all, there's no government contribution limit. With the Roth IRA right now, it's $7,000, or if you're over 50, you have the $8,000. You get the $1,000 makeup.
Right, that catch-up contribution.
Exactly.
Right.
But with cash value life insurance, there is no government limit to the amount that you can contribute. The limit is based on the death benefit. So it's based on how much you can qualify for or how much you choose to make your contribution for. You do not have to wait until 59 and a half to make a withdrawal from the policy. And you don't have to wait 5 years to be able to access your contributions like you do with a Roth IRA. Once the money goes in, as soon as there's cash value in the cash value life insurance policy, it's yours. Now, one of the benefits that we love about the cash value life insurance policy when we're looking at retirement plans is the ability to put the money in and take the money out, and then put the money back and then maybe take the money back out again. With a Roth IRA, once the money is withdrawn, that's where it ends. You cannot put the money back.
You can't reinvest it back in.
You cannot reinvest it back. And if you're no longer working, you can't start a new Roth unless you do conversions, which is a whole other animal.
Right, yes.
So the last piece of cash value life insurance, which ultimately is the shining star of why cash value life insurance is superior to a Roth IRA, is that it has a self-completion clause. So I want to do simple numbers for you so that everybody at home understands this. If you make your annual contribution to your Roth IRA today, that's $7,000. If you make the exact same contribution in premium dollars to a cash value life insurance policy, it's $7,000. If tomorrow you accidentally get hit by a bus, your Roth IRA is $7,000. That's the value.
Yeah.
But your cash value life insurance is the death benefit. That number is significantly greater than what the $7,000 that you put in is. So for so many people, as we're building tax-efficient strategies, the cash value life insurance is superior.
And yet most folks aren't aware of this comparison. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to know a lot of different financial advisors. No one's really explained it or been able to compare it side by side the way that you do.
Well, again, back in 1997, I joined New York Life. They were an insurance company. I said I didn't come here to sell life insurance because I thought life insurance was smoke and mirrors.
Right.
But it's interesting is as I spent that first year trying to find out how right I was, I found out how wrong I was. And it's really changed my perspective on all of this. And so now I'm looking for every opportunity, compare, contrast, what have you. And the Roth is a perfect one to compare and contrast. Now, you know, the 401k for many, many companies now has a Roth component.
Exactly. I was going to ask you about that because that is becoming more popular and it's an option. So what would you say to someone who has that option? Should they still utilize it? Should they do something different?
We say the first rule of financial planning is to take the free money. So if your company has a 401k Roth option and there is a match, that is free money. So you make your contribution to the Roth side, your company will make it to the traditional 401k side. They want the tax benefit.
Right.
But then every dollar beyond that, we've got to take a second look at it and determine if the Roth is really the most tax-efficient strategy for them.
And if you qualify from a life insurance perspective, this also gives you more diversification so that all your eggs aren't in one basket. Right. So, look, you work hard for your dollars. If hearing some of these strategies today makes you question, maybe I should learn more about life insurance and whether cash value life insurance might be a good option or alternative to complement my other assets, to complement Roth IRA strategies, you deserve the opportunity to reach out. Please call us. We would love to have the conversation with you. We would love to go through our retirement roadmap with you. Included in that retirement roadmap, of course, is going to be a tax analysis, an income analysis, Social Security analysis. It's all included. But if the one thing you want to know is how can I get life insurance, the living benefits to work for me, we're happy to have that conversation with you.
Wonderful. Karen, Sam, thank you so much. I can't wait to hear some of these other strategies, this unconventional wisdom. But if you would like to receive that complimentary retirement roadmap from Karen and Sam and the team of Compass Financial, again, this is completely complimentary to you. All you need to do is call that number on the bottom of your screen, 855-348-3073. Or if you have your smartphone handy, but you'd rather not talk to someone right now, we invite you to pull out your smartphone, just open up that camera app, and you can point, click, and scan that QR code down on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. That will take you over to a landing page, ask you a few short, simple questions, and then a member of the team from Compass Financial will reach out to connect with you to schedule your complimentary visit that way as well. More on this important conversation of the 1% approach right after this.